Now, I have been publicly critical of Joe Buck. The thing I dislike about Joe Buck most is that I never feel like he's truly thrilled to be at an event. It feels to me a little bit like he assumes he's supposed to be at this event, which I believe may come from, and this is a little pop psychology, when your dad is Jack Buck and one of the greatest of all time, and you never really had to beat the bushes, you never really had to work in minor league baseball, you never really had to work in a small market, and you're kind of promoted to doing the best game on Fox by the time you're in your mid to late 20s, I think it's hard to remember, all of those little games in front of nobody on radio stations nobody's listening to. And then when you get to call the Super Bowl, be like, man, I'm at the Super Bowl. And that always feels to me like he's got a hard time connecting with a normal fan because I don't think he appreciates that moment as much as a normal fan would, okay? But that's just me. I think the technique that he uses, the X and O's of Joe Buck are pretty good. I think it comes off as condescending sometimes, but the actual fundamentals of his play-by-play I find pretty solid. But I will say, even as much criticism as I've given him, I thought that his final call on the Diggs play, the Minnesota Miracle, was maybe his best call ever.
Keenum steps into it. Pass is caught. Diggs! Sideline! Touchdown! Unbelievable! Vikings win it!
Diggs, unbelievable. Touchdown. I mean, those are just, it's all you need in that spot because you're watching this craziness happen. You don't have to over-describe it because you're watching it on television. But he really nails it. Now, that's not the best clip for it because his voice is kind of, it's the crowd's kind of over-modulated over his voice. But let's play that one more time because I think actually just what he says and the excitement in his voice is pretty perfect.
Keenum steps into it. Pass is caught. Diggs! Sideline! Touchdown! Unbelievable! Vikings win it!
Diggs, sideline, touchdown, unbelievable. Vikings win it.